What is up, TC Live? We here at the Wesbanco Arena tonight. We in it. We are in the home of the Wheeling Nailers, and we are all packed out here at Wesbanco Arena. It's signing day for the Nailers. I didn't get paid with my contract, but at least I'll get some food. Hopefully, I get some food out of this. But Nailers Nation, I'm here with the coach, the man. This is hockey Jesus right here at Wheeling right now. I am with head coach Derek Army. Derek Army, man, what's going on, buddy, man?
It's a pleasure to have you here. You asked to come on. I'm like, you kidding me? Let's see what energy you got. It's good to see he's got energy.
Dude, let us do this, man. So, Coach, I got a real tough question. Let's start this off real bad. Last year playoffs, you guys knock out Indy Fuel. A lot of us fans, we weren't sure if Indy was going to be the big issue for us, but it came down to Toledo, man. Huge loss from the Toledo series. How do you guys bounce back from your success from last year into this new division?
It's one that I think Indy was, we thought they were a heavy test for us. They wanted to beat us up physically, and I thought we just played a good, solid series back and out, and then we moved to Toledo, and it was one I really liked the way we played too. Like, it was hard as a coach. You get swept, but you're like, I liked us in these games. There was really only one stretch, like 7 minutes, where I didn't like our game. Unfortunately, bounces happen, they didn't go our way, and so now we move into this season, and I think we have some guys returning who know what it takes to be in these hard games.
Absolutely.
And now in a new division, it's like, we just got to be ready to bring it and not take a night off and be ready for these playoff games.
So my big thing is I've seen the Maine Mariners are on the schedule this year. How does it feel to reunite again with Brooklyn Kalmakoff up in Maine now?
It's great. Callie's obviously, he was great for us. He was great to have here. I was happy to see his success last year. For me and DJ, we're both from Maine, so we have that game circled for a lot of reasons, especially just to go home, be home, play in front of our family and friends. But it'll be cool to see Callie. It's been a while since I've seen him. Happy to have to see the success he had though last year.
Okay, so Coach, we're running a new division this year, North Division. So give me your insight. What is your expectations going into this new division this year, bud?
I think it's one. The Central divisions are gone. Unfortunately, we still play a dual. Still play a Central schedule and a North. But I think the North's a hard division. There's some teams that are Norfolk and Adirondack who were tops in penalty minutes last year. They play tough hockey. It'll be a lot of travel, which will be kind of the hard part. Is there's a lot of travel, but I think the teams are really good. That's just what the league is. A lot of pairing. For us, it's just one. I like our style. I like scouting other teams, but I truly believe if you're going to play us, you got to beat us. And I believe it's solely in ourselves. What's in ourselves? You want to beat us? You got to play two.
Oh boy, let's go. We're gonna have some fun with this one. You guys ready? My favorite memory at Wesbanco Arena with the Wheeling Nailers last year was when Shaw Boomhauer knocked out Daniel Ainsbury in the middle of the ice. It is no longer diamond hands now. It is kitten hands. It is absolute kitten hands in Wesbanco Arena. That was the greatest moment I've ever seen.
Boomer was amped up for that. I can tell you that the weekend prior, he was ready for that. I think everyone in the league had that one circled, so it was a heck of a fight, and that's all you can say.
If we wouldn't have got a hold of him, I would have waited for Chaz Redekop out of Kalamazoo to take care of him.
Yes.
But I was either thinking Boomhauer's going to get him or Big Q's going to knock him out.
Yeah.
I was waiting for either one. But Coach, this has been, you got Taylor Gauthier, and he's, Pittsburgh training camp right now. Goalie of the year, man. How do you handle that with Taylor?
It's a guy who I would take in that every day of the week. He's that money goaltender you just want. He's incredible, a great teammate, a great person. Last year I would have ridden him right down to the finals. Unfortunately, got hurt the last 2 months. Thankfully, he played that last game in the playoffs. But I think he's just an incredible guy. Guys love playing for him. I can't speak enough good things about Goat.
So let's do this real fast. You guys had the tough loss in the playoffs. What is your biggest thing that you want to bring to the players this year going into the North Division? What is that one thing you tell them going into this new season?
Just refocus. For the guys that have been past, it's refocus on the new season. Going after a championship's your goal. For the guys that are contractor come down, it's buy in, be all in. I don't ask anyone who's not a fan, to myself, to my family, to be all in. And if my wife's all into Nailers hockey, then you can be all in a Nailers hockey.
Absolutely.
And so that's kind of the expectation for these guys is all in, invest in everything that is Nailers, and good things happen.
Absolutely. Once you're a Nailers fan, it's ride or die. You're never going back. I'm telling you that right now. Coach, Saturday, Texas blew out Michigan in Ann Arbor. That had a hit right there a little bit.
I was big in Harbaugh last year. I was happy when they won it. I had a college roommate who went to Michigan, so I was all in for the Blue, been all in for the last few years. They got beat. I kept thinking like, okay, like they'll score, they'll make this a game, and it was nope. This
was not a game, bud.
They're not the national championship team they were.
Absolutely not. Harbaugh's in Los Angeles now with the Chargers. I don't think Michigan's got what they need for this year for the title run. Now I can tell you who I can see for a title this year in college football, and that's Georgia and the Longhorns.
Georgia's
insane.
Poor Clemson rolled in thinking they were a real team. They got rolled over.
Absolutely. Now, my co-host for this podcast, he's an Ohio Bobcats fan.
Okay.
We don't talk about Ohio Bobcats.
No.
It's trash. Don't worry about it.
I can't imagine.
Caden, I love you, bud. Please don't kill me. But, Coach, biggest thing, one last question for you before I let you go, bud. You're going into the North Division. You got teams, like Orlando, Jacksonville, the Florida Icemen, or Florida Everblades.
Yeah.
Going into this, how do you handle the emotion going into this new division with you and the players coming into this new league as well?
Yeah, it's one that is like I said before. It's honestly a faceless opponent. Go in. I think if you were to play Alabama, you buy the hype that is Alabama. You go a little nervous. You can't go into that way. You can't be, if let's say going into Notre Dame, if they panicked,
oh my,
it would have been a 30-point favor for Notre Dame, and they bought the hype. But they didn't buy the hype.
Nope.
They went and smacked Notre Dame, and so for us, that's our mentality. It doesn't matter if we're playing Florida, who's won it 3 years in a row, or we're playing anyone else. We believe in ourselves, and we're going to go in thinking about ourselves.
I find that you say that Northern Illinois is a MAC conference team, TC Live. I want you to understand this. They walked into Football Jesus Nation in Notre Dame and smacked the Irish all the way around. Football Jesus, you got problems in Notre Dame right now. That's bad. An unranked team beats you, you got issues. You got issues, bud.
That's not
But look, TC Live, I'm not going to take any more of my man's time. This guy, this is hockey Jesus right here. This guy knows what he's doing. He's been a player for the Wheeling Nailers before, and I'm going to correct me if I'm wrong, Kelly Cup winner, right?
We lost in Game 6. We won the Eastern Conference, lost in Game 6. So we were that close. So I've been hungry ever since.
Yeah, we got to get one for this man. We got to get one. But TC Live, this has been an awesome. My 8-year-old self is dying right now. I'm having a blast. But I want to just say, first things first, Wheeling Nailers Nation, we're here, we're having a blast, and we are with head coach Derek Armey. And Coach, I want to say thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And all I ask, Wheeling Nation, just like and subscribe to our video on TC Live, just so we know that what we do for you guys, talking to these players, talking to these coaches, we know you're here helping us and supporting us. And that's all I ask, Coach. 100%. When you see this video come up on YouTube, just hit that subscribe button for me, buddy. That's all I ask.
Thank you so much. I love it.
TC Live, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.